What is this? Yes, familiar music, familiar graphics. What's going on here? It's a slight alteration of a Super Nintendo classic. Yes, this isn't the Donkey Kong Country some of you might be familiar with. We're actually today on Pickup Playtest taking a look at the Game Boy Color version of Donkey Kong Country. Yes, buckle in if you haven't seen this before, because it basically knocks off a few bits off your familiar 16-bit Donkey Kong Country adventure and makes it compatible with, what the GBC was capable of. And to be honest, this was my first introduction to Donkey Kong Country. Yes, I did not own a Super Nintendo for quite some time, so this was my first taste of just how epic and awesome the Donkey Kong Country series is. So let's take a peek at what I was experiencing all those years ago to sort of introduce me to Donkey Kong. Look at like even just these like graphics just on the world map. It looks pretty good, right? For Game Boy Color standards. I mean, I know it's not the 16-bit that like most people are used to when it comes to DKC, but honest to goodness, this definitely isn't bad. And yeah, it literally is pretty much a one-to-one recreation of the SNES game, with a little bit of differences, obviously, because of the hardware limitations. For starters, I did just get the DK barrel, but Diddy does not appear behind me. I have to actually press select, and then I just sort of transform into Diddy, is basically how that is. So yeah, you don't get to, oh, and I just got hit, go figure. So you don't get to have your buddy sort of tag along with you right behind you. You actually just sort of transform into them. So that's fun. Also, speaking of just transforming into things, you also don't ride the animal buddies. You just sort of transform into them when you find them, like Rambi or On Guard, the swordfish, or whatever. So yeah, there's that too. So there's definitely some nuances that super experts that have played DKC on the Super Nintendo super religiously may or may not be able to discern. Definitely figure out some differences between that and this version. And in all honesty, one of the first things I want to talk about, really, when it comes to this episode is, do any of y'all have experience with this version like I do? Was this... And even, like, bonus points if it was your very, very first exposure to Donkey Kong Country like it was mine. Or were you not a loser like I was, and you actually managed to, have a, whoops, I was too early, I messed up the bonus barrel, whatever. Anyway, were you not lame like me and totally had a Super Nintendo and therefore didn't have to rely on the Game Boy Color version to be your ticket in? But yeah, I honestly, as watered down as it might be, I hesitate to call this a bad version of the game. It's subpar, I guess, in comparison to the Super Nintendo version, don't get me wrong, in terms of graphics and what have you. But awful? Absolutely not. I do not think this would go down as... I don't think this would ever go down in history as, like, a totally regrettable port and you should never in 1,000 years play it sort of thing. By now, I think by this point in the Game Boy Color's lifespan, they were able to, tell what it was and wasn't capable of, and they wouldn't have brought DKC over, in my opinion, to the Game Boy Color if they didn't think they were able to do at least somewhat justice, and I think they did it in spades. Yeah, oh, I totally messed up that jump. So yeah, who has experience with this game? Who is learning about it for the first time? As always, with Pickup Playtest, if this is your first episode, what I love to do with this series, other than, show off retro games that I have collected, and also show y'all some not so great gameplay all the time. Like, sometimes good gameplay, other times not so much. But yeah, I love to chat it up with y'all about games and stuff, so let me know if this is something brand new to you, or if you have familiarity with it like I do, or anything in between. I was thinking about fighting that dude, but I am not in the mood to keep getting hit by the armadillo guy. So I'm just going to keep on going. Another thing about this level in the original version is it's raining, I believe. I think it's dark and raining in Ropey Rampage in the original Super Nintendo, so weather effects probably weren't a thing, at least for this particular area. Hey, I totally guessed. Hey, I botched the animal token bonus, but I managed to get the balloon bonus there. Go figure. Yeah, oh man, this is bringing back so many memories. I used a lot of handheld ports to give me my DKC fix back in the day as a kid. I had this as my very first Donkey Kong Country game, and then I had Donkey Kong Countries 2 and 3 at the GBA ports, actually. So yeah, a long time before I could actually experience DKC on its original console. I was playing handheld versions to keep me, basically to keep me satiated, you know, for a long time coming. Look at this. My beard swings. Waste of frames, I say. Used all the latest state-of-the-art 3D worky thingies, did ya? Games were a lot harder when I was a young, virile ape. When I'm talking about when games really were games, and Jungle Hijinks stick to treetops and earn extra lives. And I hear you can jump farther if you hold down the B button. You practically know more than I do. Well, almost. They did not keep Cranky from continuing to berate you and say, this isn't even a real game back in my day and blah 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 type of thing between versions. Rest assured, if you were looking to get absolutely smoked by a smart talking Cranky Kong, rest assured you could do that super easily in this game. So. And my hunt for bonus areas will also be super poor because I don't know where half of them are in the Super Nintendo version, and I then definitely don't know where half of them are in the GBC version. But this is just a, you know, Pickup Playtest showcase anyway, so that's okay. If I really want to go back and, I want that banana, there we go. If I really want to go back and, nice, brilliant, sheer brilliance. If I really wanted to go back and get 100% of all these levels, I can just do that later. Actually, another random thing I want to mention, since it's Donkey Kong Country that I'm playing here, there's a chance, at the time of recording this, I have a poll out right now on my twitter.com, and it's for the next installment of my Let's Plays. Once Super Mario RPG is wrapped up, I wanted to... I had a couple of indie games I was looking at that I wanted to try, but I wanted my Twitter fam to be able to vote for which one they wanted to see. Can I stop missing that jump? Please, oh my goodness. And I gotta do the whole level over again just because of one missed jump. It's lovely. Love it. Anyway. One of the two games is Kaze and the Wild Masks, which is very DKC inspired, and it's like freaking so much fun from what little I have played of it, so I will not mind if that wins. Taking that for a full spin sounds like an absolute blast. But I also have Blossom Tales on that poll as well, and that seems like a lot of fun too. It's more of like a 2D top-down Zelda sort of affair, so... rest assured that more than likely both of those games are going to end up on the channel at some point. It's just a matter of which one should I play first, basically, right now. Not a matter of I'm going to flat out ignore the other one. Finally have a checkpoint. So yeah. Whatever wins the poll will just be played first, and then the other one will just be played later. That's my logic. I don't want to rule, like, out something really freaking awesome, you know? I love me some indie games here and there. I love my mainline Nintendo and other stuff, but like I also love some indies, and there's a lot of people that do, you know, game fans a real good service by cranking out really awesomely well-made indie content. So my next Let's Play will feature an indie game that gets voted on, so stay tuned to either my Twitter or, you know, my channel here to see which one comes out victorious. One could argue that I shouldn't really be talking about a poll that is probably closed by the time this video gets uploaded, but you know what? That hasn't stopped. Bad ideas haven't stopped me from doing the bad idea thing anyway, so. Oh boy. What was that about having logic, TTrom, anyway? This part is really tricky because of the screen crunch. It's really hard to see those crocodiles jumping at you. Alright, cool. Water level, hooray! Yo, here's the... Get ready for a nice bit-crunched version of Aquatic Ambience, the classic water music. It's charming. It might not be what you expected, you know, David Wise's composition from the original. And some of you might be like, what the heck am I listening to? But me? I don't know. It's different, but it's charming. Yay, on guard. I like it, okay? Maybe I'm just partially just getting biased because I'm defending a nostalgic childhood game of mine. There was a balloon back there, but meh. I ain't in the mood to chase it. There's a croctopus near it, too, and I'm not really in the mood to potentially get sniped by him. Boing. I love the sound effects, too. Also, little trivia for you. Did you notice the main menu? This game must either came out like right after or around the same time as DKC, because that main menu with DK holding the barrel and the options spinning around you, super similar to Donkey Kong 64. And I thought that was a nice touch. That game didn't exist when the original Donkey Kong Country came out, so they couldn't have that little extra menu flair in the original. So that's something you can only get in this port. Let me tell you what. Is it worth it? I say so. Well, whatever. It's cool. I think it's nifty. I love that people had an option back in the day to experience something like this on the go. We don't really need to go to Funky because we only have the first world so far here. Barrel Cannon Canyon. If you couldn't afford a Super Nintendo back in the day, this was a really nice alternate, you know what I mean? Wait, I know I can go further than that. You can skip like freaking half this level using barrel cannons. Yeah, and you just get up here and then just let the game play itself for like 5 seconds. It's pretty awesome. There you go, DK barrel. Excellent. Alright. And that's probably good that I let about half of the level get played by itself, because we'll slowly see here whether or not my reflexes are up to snuff when it comes to using these barrel cannons on my own. And fire! Whoa, I'm just skipping all over these baddies. How do you like that? Smoothness. Absolute skill. Totally 150% intended. Is there a bonus there? No, and I just wasted the TNT barrel. Somebody was probably like, no, the bonus was over in such and such area. And I'm sorry that I failed you, oh DKC guru. Funny enough, though, if Kaze ends up winning, again, at the time of recording, the poll literally just went up, like, yesterday, actually. So, yeah, I still have to figure out what wins. But if Kaze does end up winning, I'm super tempted to try to get, like, all the secrets in those levels, because, like, just, oh, the design in that game is so good. If Blossom Tales wins, it's probably just going to be a normal, sort of, casual playthrough, but I might try to go whole hog and get 100% on Kaze, because, I don't know, man, I'm just kind of feeling it for that one, you know what I'm saying? every now and then you just sort of feel it. Like, this is a game I really want to, like, go really hard on. Thank you, DK. It's really hard, these slopes sometimes. I am not doing too bad at all when it comes to collecting those Kong letters. Oh yeah, Candy's thing is a little different, I think. In the first game, in the original version, rather, she just sort of saves your progress, but there's Candy's challenge in this one. Hi, I'm Candy Kong. This is my challenge shack. To try your luck, jump into my nice spin barrel here, and then we just sort of fall onto these things and collect goodies. Not too bad, right? We got a 1-up out of it, too. And then Very Naughty's lair lies ahead as the, once again, first boss of the first world. So, let's do it. It's just so cool. All the graphics that you're familiar with from the Super Nintendo version just sort of crunched down and made to fit on a GBC cart. It's cool, it's charming, it works. That fanfare. I love this version. It's obviously not the original. It's obviously, you know, if you have the choice, if you're literally staring at a Super Nintendo and you're staring at a Game Boy Color, chances are you're going to play the Super Nintendo version. But come on, this is just cute. I love it. It's got its own flair to it, and I understand I'm probably just gushing up, down, and sideways over this game because of my childhood nostalgia for it, but what can I say? What is, like, at least half of TTromPlaysGames content, if not nostalgia-fueled goodness? Wow, I'm getting lots of animal buddies to show off in this particular episode, too, so that's nice. I don't know how I lost him so easily there. Oh, nice hitbox. Can I reach any of those banana bunches? Can I? Can I? Nah, I guess not. Or if I could, I just wasn't, you know, I hadn't gotten good enough. You know, get good and all that. No! Want to go back? I couldn't make that jump either. I was supposed to use that vulture in such a way where I could get the N. But it's okay, I have a shot at redemption now, because I have to start the whole ding-dang-dong level again anyway. Let's bring Winky back. Man, just so many memories attached to this game. Especially because, like I said, because of how much it was my first Donkey Kong Country experience. Just talking about DKC in general, what's some of y'all's like favorite levels, least favorite levels? Do you remember levels just being a huge pain in the butt for you? Anybody who's played DKC games can basically tell you that they're not for the faint of platforming heart. They're not known for being super beginner friendly. Definitely some of the later stages aren't anyway. I remember this particular version, man, some of those Creme Croc Industries levels are like, or whatever world had, like, you know, Trick Track Trek and Elevator Antics and stuff, man, some of those levels, rather, were just a ripe headache for young me with this, on this Game Boy Color version, man. Just, oh boy. Especially those ones in particular stand out, that's for sure. Oh, get the G, yes! And some more bananas. Can I take Winky all the way to the exit? Can I? Let's find it out. Yo, got the balloon. Now we're talking. Yes! Winky to the exit. And a minecart level! Hooray! Oh, boy. But yeah. Oh! It just dawned on me another bit of trivia about this version. I am not 100% sure about it, but I'm like 98% sure of it that there's an exclusive level in this game, in the second to last world, and I think it's called Loopy Lights. That just straight up does not appear in the Super Nintendo version, so I wonder why. I wonder if they wanted to do it because they wanted to give the GBC its own extra level, or maybe it was like intended to be part of the original, but just didn't make the cut. I honestly don't know why a level would be scrapped in the Super Nintendo version, but not in this one. But I don't know. That's some trivia that I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with. Let me know what y'all know about that, if anything. Maybe if anything, you can, if you're on the computer, maybe you can just open up another tab and maybe pop over to the Mario Wiki or something real quick and maybe look up Loopy Lights and see if there's a story behind why that is only in this version. It's cool either way. I'm surprised I'm doing this well at a minecart level while commentating. I genuinely am shocked right now. How did I not even hit that down cart? Am I seriously gonna... Yo, if I do this entire level without getting hit, I'm gonna just be like, are you freaking serious right now? Okay, thank you. Thanks for taking the pressure off, game. There was no way I was gonna... There was no way I was gonna freaking pull that off. Yeah, I had a feeling there was at least one more guy there. I got hit only once, and I did all of that while commentating. I don't understand how I even pull that off sometimes. Golly. Those minecart levels, there's a whole, in Donkey Kong Country Returns, there's a whole world dedicated to minecart levels, so yeah. If you love minecarts and you love auto-scrollers, I'm sure you love that world in that game. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if Kaze has any similar levels, so I wonder if it does. A lot of the music from the original version carries over pretty well to this version, in my opinion. Definitely sticks in my head from my youth. Keep rolling. And then you plaster right into a bee, because bees were never meant to be vulnerable to Donkey Kong's roll. And then I hit that dude, but it's okay, because I've stocked up to 20 freaking lives. Oh, there was an animal token or something up there, I think. I can't reach it, though. It's a Rambi token. Bummer, man. Oh! I bet I can use this tire to go and get it. There's still hope. Wait, I gotta push it. I gotta push it to the left. There we go. Got it. Don't mind me, I'm just jamming to some GBC chiptune goodness over here. How did I even make that happen? I could have sworn I was just gonna end up dying off of that crocodile, but guess not. Actually, Gary Likes Games, if you're watching this episode, I'm pretty sure you were somebody who posted within the last, I know it's been a while now, probably within the last month or so, though. You posted about maybe finding an old Game Boy Color of your own, or finding at least a haul of games or something. One of the Game Boy Color that you found had this game in it, did it not? And I believe I tweeted back at you saying that this game was going to be featured on Pickup Playtest. So, here's me holding up that promise, because it is here. I wonder if you have experienced it yet. If you've popped that in the Game Boy and took it for a spin yet before watching this video. If you're maybe not watching this video because you don't want it spoiled, then frankly, I guess I really couldn't blame you either way. But, yeah. Shoutouts to you, Gary, if you're here. And even if you're not, shoutouts to Gary Likes Games. Y'all should follow Gary Likes Games on Twitter, and you should sub to his YouTube channel. Good guy, that Gary. He is part of my growing, awesome YouTube and Twitter community that I absolutely appreciate day in and day out. Thanks all of y'all for being here, all the viewership, and all the followers on Twitter and everything in between. Thanks so much, everybody. You are the reason that Pickup Playtest keeps on going, that my YouTube channel keeps on going. It's so much fun to make content for people who genuinely watch and appreciate what I put out and stuff. It's super, super, super chill. Shoutouts galore, just like I can hardly find the words sometimes to describe to y'all just how much your kindness means to me, but think I can bounce up there with the tire, but it's stuck on the other side. Oh well, it's okay. We'll just beat the level instead. Why not? We'll compromise and we'll just beat the level instead. Yeah, so much kindness comes forth on YouTube and in Twitter. Thanks so much, everybody, for all the TTrom support. It means so much. Hey, isn't this one of the levels where you can just go backwards and skip half the stage? Yep. You gotta love it. Anyway, to play this level correctly, you have to hit those stop and go barrels before the rock crocs hit you. Where is the next one after that? No. I don't know. I do like skipping like half the level, though. I keep getting brutalized, dude. Maybe I should play the whole level in an attempt to get a DK barrel so that I don't keep, you know, getting absolutely wrecked. See, they leave me a tire there, but there's not a whole lot of sign of the next barrel I should hit. Oh, there it is. I love it. I love the screen crunch that lets me not see certain things. Oh boy. That's one thing, obviously, with the GBC. You have to deal with this aspect ratio, and for things like that, it might not always be the best. Having more of a clean 4x3, like on the original Super Nintendo, might have been more ideal there, but what are you gonna do? If you wanted DKC on the go back in the day, those are the kind of limitations you just sort of dealt with. And that's literally it. You can beat the level in like 15 seconds, 20 seconds by just going backwards. If you did not know that, I'm pretty sure it also happens and is compatible. That trick is compatible with the original version as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if you did not know that, well then, that one's for you. Take that and run with it. Last time I saw you, you were wearing soggy diapers. I can't play this. The color's too rich for my old eyes. That was when we had real gameplay. Used all the latest state-of-the-art 3D work thingies. You said that last time. The trouble with you kids is that you're all too soft. Games were a lot harder when I was... you said that last time too. The bananas and stop and go station will put you right. Bounce on 8 baddies in a row to get an extra life. Oh, I don't think I knew that. Is that the time? I gotta fly. That probably means that if you want to play Stop and Go Station legit, if you just follow the bananas, they'll probably put you in a path that might not be immediately, you know, traveled by the rock crocs. So that's potentially a thing. You know what? It just kind of dawned on me that one of the last times I played Donkey Kong Country on this channel was actually the Super Nintendo version. My Twitter fam voted for it for my, I want to say it was my 100 subscriber special, and just to think about how far I've come in that time is just, golly. I honestly had to stop and take a moment to kind of soak that in, because poof, now I'm like 200 plus more subscribers than that, and just, holy moly. I'm just so grateful. Thanks to everybody who's given me their time of day. I really should have saved that TNT barrel for these guys, because Diddy cannot take care of them. I guess I'll just jump over, please. Jump over. Yeah, okay, cool. As long as I can dodge their hitboxes, it shouldn't be too bad. Speaking of subscribers, though, I mentioned it in a episode of Mario RPG that I already have recorded. I don't actually know when I'm going to post it, but I have it recorded, and I mentioned it there, so I'll mention it here too, just in case. I have decided what my 350 subscriber special is going to be. I haven't tweeted it yet, but I probably will. Maybe it'll drive some hype for it, but like, there's some hidden bosses and some extra hard boss type things in Mario RPG. If I hit 350 subscribers, I will go back after the main story is done. I will go back and I will fight the There's a hidden boss, Kulak, who I believe is from a Final Fantasy game. Like, even harder than the final boss of the main game, Kulak, as well as some extra boss fights with like a character named Jinx and stuff. Extra hard boss fights. If you want to see me attempt those, that will be my 350 subscriber special. So if TTromPlaysGames channel hits 350, that's what I'll do for my next special. And we'll see how it goes, right? With all those, with it being some of the hardest content in the game, that could definitely be interesting to say the very least. And so yeah, obviously even if I don't hit 350, I cannot begin to describe just how grateful I am that enough of y'all sub to me that I can even say I have over 300. Just like, what? Just so incredibly much in terms of support, and thanks, y'all. I didn't really intend this to turn into another one of those repetitive TTrom State of the Thankfulness addresses. This is just supposed to be another episode of Pickup Playtest, but what can I say? I'm just continue to be thankful and continue to blast myself against enemies. I kind of wanted to see if I could beat the first 2 worlds of this video, you know? I think that's what I ended up doing in my 100 sub special, now that I think about it. Ow, the snake bit me. Thinking about it, actually, this might have been one of the first levels that really became a pain in my butt when I was a kid. I remember being stuck on the second to the last, like the level right before the boss, which I guess is this, in World 2. So yeah, I remember being stuck here when I was a kid for quite some time. Hey, there's an animal buddy up here, isn't there? Yep. Yo, what's up, Winky? Can you jump on the guys with stones, Winky? You cannot. And it was a waste of an animal buddy. I'm sorry, my friend. Terribly sorry I put you through that. I honestly thought you could. I honestly thought you could. I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I'm so sorry, my friend. Anyway, that dude's gonna start throwing nuts again. There we go. Alright, how much more after this? Okay, he goes up pretty high, so hopefully I can jump. Ugh, dang nabbit. I'm worried because my DK sprite is so huge. I was worried that, like, if I did a full hop, I was gonna land right still in the millstone, the wheel, or whatever. The hitboxes were so bad right there, I honestly couldn't tell if I hit the tail of the first snake or ran into the head of the second snake, and that's what killed me. I guess I'd have to go back. I have to go back at the footage and figure out what the flying heck happened there, because that was just like, are you kidding me? What was that? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna skip Winky. I prefer to have the extra hit point with having this DK barrel coming up. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm also going to switch to Diddy in the hopes that his smaller sprite will help me feel a bit more confident with some of these jumps. Never mind. Never mind. I'm so good at games. I freaking failed that so fast. Anyway. Alright, start throwing your nuts, buddy. Okay, I could have sworn I screwed that jump up. Did I have as much trouble with this level in the 100 sub special? Honestly, I might want to go back just to compare. Alright, here I go. See? I knew that was going to happen. I'm just too tall. I'm too tall. Kind of reminds me of real life, because IRL, I'm like 6'2", IRL, in case you didn't know. Yep, that's me. Pretty soon, if I keep growing, I'm gonna have to start ducking down through doorway. Now, I'm almost 30 years old. I'm probably done growing. Where's the DK barrel again? Oh yeah, it's down here. I'll stay DK this time. Until I have to make that jump, and then I'll... That nut That nut travels so dang far. Holy moly. This is going to end up being a slightly longer than average episode of Pickup Playtest because I'm just so... Ugh, I'm so determined to beat this freaking level. But it's giving me a run for my money. Just like I feel like it did back when I was... Oh, but a wee young lad. It's come full circle. It gave me trouble when I was a kid. Now it's giving me trouble in front of my YouTube audience when I'm a 29-year-old adult. What on earth? These hitboxes on these snakes. It's egregious. Hey, at least I got a 1-up just there. Man. Just screw this tire, dude. Like, it's just getting in my way at this point. Okay, get rid of the snakes. Jump on the platform. Just narrate every single one of my moves, and eventually I'll pull it off, right? Jump and hit the snakes. Say all of my actions out loud, and that should... I knew that was going to happen. Should have known eventually I would just start getting too, like, caught up, and I would forget to stop dead in my tracks when one of those stones came flying at me. Patience. This is the type of gameplay DKC is known for. This isn't your run-of-the-mill Mario game. This is Donkey Kong now. The training wheels are off. Alright, focus back in. Don't run too fast. Here we go. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna switch to DK and I'm gonna just run. Okay. You can't stop to take a break for even a second in some of these sections, I swear. Dude, okay, I'm getting stuck on these slopes, dude. It's hard to jump, and the camera starts juddering all over the place. Ugh. Terrible. So maybe there's some kinks in this version, and we're slowly figuring that out, aren't we? The good, the bad, and the ugly comes out sometimes on these episodes of Pickup Playtest, don't it? But yeah, feel free to basically talk to me about Donkey Kong Country in general with this video, not just this version, preferably this version, especially if you have experience with it. I'd love to see if I'm not the only one in my audience that has experience with this particular version. But yeah, feel free to let me know about what you think about DK in general. I am... Ugh, slow down. Please just let this be the end of the level. Yay! Hooray! Candy's challenge. Yoo-hoo, Honey Kong, it's a good time to try your luck. Could there be a 1-up by any chance? Nope, just me getting a zinger, and of course, why not? Anyway, let's just finish it off by defeating Neki, right? Neki's nuts! The most kid-friendly name for a boss fight ever, right? Totally not rated NC-17. Don't think too hard about a title of Neki's nuts. Anyway. Let's just finish this. Go for it. Boing. 5 hits, right? 5 hits should do it. And... World 2 complete! Yeah! Awesome. I can go to sleep tonight knowing I actually managed to pull that off. Because I was super nervous for a second there that Millstone Mayhem was going to prevent me from getting all of the first 2 worlds done in this Pickup Playtest. But there you go. Boom! Fun stuff. Another episode of Pickup Playtest is in the books. Thanks for joining me while I play a little bit of old school GBC version of Donkey Kong Country. And, yeah. If you want more of my goofiness, I do Let's Plays as well, and there's also 30-plus more episodes of this show as well if you're interested in just seeing different random bits of my game collection. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into anything that on my channel, really. I appreciate all of it. Until the next upload here on TTromPlaysGames, I've been your host, TTrom. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day.